think one of the biggest consequences, and maybe one of the, I hope, a big change that will come after this crisis is that we became more conscious. I think on the bad part, we always have to watch out and be very careful with everything we do. But this conscious is more, I think it's wider, and we really think a lot about what we do, how we spend, what we say, how should we act, and we realize that we have impact on the actions we make. So I hope that this conscience maybe will stay, and we can absorb it into our profession in a way that the way we communicate, the way brands interact with the people can be also more conscious, because I think people will consume in a more conscious way. I think, one tip that I could give, I'm really struggling with it right now in our agency. I really think we should be careful and defend the value of our work, because we've been through crises before. In Portugal, we had a very big crisis in 2013. Happily, we came out of it because of the tourism and the new businesses that the people started to develop and to invent. And communication and brand value, it's really important in the economy and as part of the culture of the society. So what we do as value, and I think we have to put value in what we do. I mean, that meaning making something which is different, which is relevant, and which is purposeful. And after, we have to defend the value of that work, and we should not give it for free or sell it cheap. About remote working, of course, everybody says there are always opportunities in the crisis. Of course, that's true, but it's really dangerous to think, this is all good and let's take profits of what we have. I hope about the remote working that we can come up with a hybrid system. What we are going to try to implement in the next few weeks in our agency is keep at home as much as you can, and as long as it's necessary for security reasons and for family reasons. And then we will try to be together when we feel it's important to be together. And for me, that's in the beginning of the processes, when we are talking about a brief and trying to focus where the solution should go through. Maybe in some parts of the creative work where it's important to get the teams together, to have more chemistry between people, and maybe at the end of the processes. And then in the middle, I think people should be free to work from home at the times that they are more convenient for them, and with a system that they feel works better for them. So let's hope we can learn from this and come up with an hybrid system. I think this idea of togetherness, it's probably one of the best things that is happening right now with this big crisis, and you can see it everywhere, people connecting and being solidary with each other. And it's really important to absorb this idea and make it work in the long term. In Portugal, for instance, I work for a local independent agency, but I'm also the president of the Creative Club in Portugal. And we from one week to the other, we had to cancel one creative week that was all arranged, but because it was impossible to do it for security reasons, we canceled everything. We didn't cancel the festival because we felt it's still important to give value to the better work and the better ideas. We looked and we thought, what can we do to help the community, the creative community right now, and what can we do to to give support to what people are needing right now. So we just came up with ideas, very simple ideas that we could implement in 1 week. We created a freelancer directory, which is open and free for everyone who can enter their work, and we are supporting these freelancers, promoting it in a local marketing newspaper so that clients can hire them, the better talent for each project. We created a chain of messages from across the globe where we asked creatives from very different disciplines to share with the Portuguese community how they are dealing with work from home and with the pandemic. And we are also working on new kinds of open briefs with brands so that people can submit their work, mostly youngest people. So we can give opportunity to new talents to come up with good work. From 1 week to the other, we reinvented the club to put it on the service to the people. And what I feel with this togetherness spirit is that we became more and more relevant to the people, and we could create more value to the club. So it first began with oh my God, now we don't have a creative week, and now we have a different club which is stronger and relevant. So let's seize the opportunities. About inspiration, I am a person who thinks a lot in the long term and about objectives and all of that, but then I think what's really keeping me on track working is that I'm very action oriented and I am very pragmatic, and I usually work on a daily basis. Every day I wake up and I think, okay, so what can I do today to make this problem that I have today better than it was yesterday? So I always think in terms of what can I do today, and I think it's really helping me a lot, making these small tasks to go across the problems. I think this pandemic taught us even more that we really cannot control a lot. I would say that 99% of what happens we cannot control. But if you are focused on taking actions and being pragmatic about this 1% that you can control, I think that is the fuel that makes me go forward. I usually say that I am a very optimistic, pessimistic person. I try to do every day what I can to avoid things to go the worst they can go. Well, one last piece of advice is just stay positive through action. Do what you can to make things better. I guess that's it.